Hello. I'm in my house right now. I've been staying in my house for the past 15 years. You see that light over there? There was a gentleman called James Michael. He passed away about 3.5 years ago. He was a good friend of mine. Nobody ever moved in that house at all. But guess what? Around this time, this is about 1:30. There's always light in there. I'm in my house right now, back of my house. I know that house. There's always a light there, but the guy, the owner of the house, he passed away about 3 years ago. There's always a light on. I don't understand why. Let's zoom it. Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm saying? It's been vacant for the past 3 years. I know that. 3.5 years actually. But the light is always on. I don't understand why. I don't understand. Around this time, there's always a light in there. But the owner of the house passed away about 3.5 years ago. He was a good friend of mine. Can you see what I'm saying? What's happening? Can you see what I'm saying? This is spooky. Look. Take a good look on the window. There's other houses over there, you see? We actually discussed this with my neighbor this morning. And I told him this is what's happening over there. He said he's been looking at it and he used to wonder why the light is always on. But as I can see, there's something going on the window right there. Can you guys see what I'm saying? I know it's not my business. There's nobody lives in that house. The electricity being cut off years ago, like 2 years ago, the electricity and all that. But funny about it, every night around 1:30 in the morning, there's always a light. And there's something going on by the window there. If you can see what I'm seeing right now, I don't wear no glasses. I can see clearly. Can you see what's going on? There's a movement there. Well, I don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that. I don't believe in that. But this is really spooky. It's really scary. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it, man. It's been vacant for the past 3.5 years. He was a good friend of mine, the owner of the property. He didn't have relatives or everybody. The government, I think they were supposed to do something. The property is closed and everything. They're still in there. But this is what's happening. This is spooky. Let's try to go outside. Let me open the door. I open the door. Let's go outside. Look at that. There's a tree. Let me go this way. You see? The light is always on. Now I'm outside. There's something going on. This is a good neighborhood, but people are sleeping. That light is always on. There's nobody lives in that house. It's been there for the past 3.5 years. But the light is always on. I don't believe this. Do I have to go there and ask anybody? Ooh, it's empty. Let me go back in my house. I don't want to go outside. It's spooky over there. Now I'm inside the house. My house. Let me lock the door. Because I don't like spooky stuff. That's my neighbor. My other side light neighbor over there. It's always like this. For the past, I don't understand why there's a light there that cut off the electricity a long time ago. That's what I know. But there's always a light in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I will never understand. There's always a light. Definitely that's a light over there. Who switched on the light? I've got no clue. Nobody lives there. Last week I went there just to check even the door, the nails and everything. You can tell nobody lives there. The yard is not being looked after and everything, you know. I will never know. This is spooky. Thank you very much. Oh my God.